Hello, my legion of little goblins. This is Ghost of a Wow, that went off the rails real quick. I'm Gamer Dragon. This is Ghost of a Tale, and it's our final episode. Before we go in, we need to know Mara and Illa's backstory. You stood before the Baron, wife Mara at your side. He bid you play the poisoned cup, and you knew then this was not for his amusement, but a test. The play you did, but for Mara there was only silence and a look of such defiance. He moved to strike her, the Baron, and you cried out and went to her, and then darkness. How many days have passed since then? In your heart you know she's still alive and that you'll one day find her. Until then, all you have are these flowers, your memories of her, and a question. Why? Well, we're gonna find out why. The last village lay 2 days past, and you sensed Master Lewin would not survive long enough to reach it. So you laid him in the handcart and hurried on, a young minstrel apprentice, all but alone in a kingdom you own only in song until then. On you went toward the hills, down rutted lanes, through fords, onward until the way grew steep and slippery with moss and rain. And there, beyond the ridge, among fields of flowers, was a village. Hamel, island in a golden sea. They took you in. A widow with knowledge of such things prepared an infusion of elder word to help break your master's speaker. You offer what little money you had in return. The mice folk of Hamel would not accept it. But they welcomed your help in the fields, for too many bucks had left the village for the copper mine to the west. After sunset, they'd bid you play, and you'd seen of distant places they'd scarcely heard of and would never see. And then one night, a young doe joined the crowd, with the pups all but pushing her into the circle, teasing her until shyly she began to dance. Strange, in all the weeks there, you'd not noticed her. Played for her, fast as she could dance, and she danced for you, fast as you could play. Both enchanted by the spirit of the lay, the fire's embers at bright, and her brighter still. At last Master Lewin woke from his fever, too weak to stand or even speak. Each morning you'd sit beside his bed and play for him a lay of healing. On the seventh day he mouthed your name and weakly beckoned you near. You leaned close and he spoke, in barely a whisper. "Your lute," he muttered. "It's out of tune." Of course. In waves the wind rolled through the field below, break against the farmhouse walls in bursts of amber. And above there she was, laughing, cheeks stuffed to bursting with great handfuls of seeds, taking more and scattering them to the ground, to you, her love. Mara in the dying light of the harvest sun, Mara whose name means sunflower. So why are we collecting roses? Harvest then, for the first time in an age, Master Lewin sang, in his voice bright and clear, and you knew then the time had come. Travel south with the winter at your tail, leave the valley, the village, and Mara. Mara longed for her to join you on the road, but you knew it was impossible, for her brothers were too young to work the fields and her father was too frail. She was duty bound to them as you were to your master. Your mentor or Mara, choose between them was unthinkable. Tomorrow will be the day, you told yourself, as you had done yesterday and the day before. Slept in fits and starts, rising before dawn, no closer to a decision. Master Lewin's room was empty, blankets neatly folded at the foot of the bed. On the table was a lute, his lute, made by his master from driftwood gathered on the shore of Lake Valia, and a note. This life is your song. So, remember earlier when we picked the option that Tilo's lute might have some magic? This is kind of like confirming it. Had it really been 3 whole years since Master Lewin left? You'd worked hard and learned so much since then. How to read the land, the winds, and the changing seasons. Learning the uses for each crop, for food, for dyes and fabrics. And then to you and Mara came a child. Just one, rare for mice. And so thought of as a blessing. Named him Bryn. The mouse word for seed. Minstrel's life seemed so distant then, and you were happy. Mara's brothers came of age and left to seek their fortune in the mines. Father passed away not long after, but there was little time to mourn. I wonder how many brothers Mara had. While Mara nursed Bryn, you worked the land alone, and your lute lay untuned and unplayed in the attic. Yet still some nights you dreamed of music and the freedom of the open road. This is where everything really starts to take a turn. News reached the village that the rat guard had seized the mine, demanding longer shifts, sinking new shafts, and digging deep, too deep, into caverns light was never meant to touch. The wind changed, blowing from the west, through the mine, and with it carried it on gossamer sails near invisible to the eye, came the spiders, hatchlings, drifting down into Hamel's fields, burrowing unseen into the earth. So, this is why Tilo is afraid of spiders. So, they're never mentioned again, but I think it's safe to assume Mara's brothers did not survive the spiders. The spider was already dead when you reached the high meadow. Mara's hatchet sticking from its eye. Bryn was crying, more startled by his mother's scream than by the spider's bite. He was deathly quiet now, laid over your shoulder as you hurried through the snow, Mara close behind. Ahead, barely visible through the squall, you can just make out the turn road checkpoint. Just beyond lay the torches of the mine and the healer who might save your child. The 2 sentries held you at the checkpoint for what seemed like an age, uncertain what to do, while they waited for their sergeant to return. He cursed them both for their stupidity. Silas was totally valid for that. The sergeant. And with your son cradled beneath his cape, he saddled his mount and rode hell for leather for the mine. But Bryn died there on Turn Road. So, Mara's brothers were forced to work on unrealistic hours, dig deeper than they should have, and very likely died to the spiders. And then your child Bryn dies to the spiders. I'm sorry, if I were Mara, I would be fucking pissed. And then the Baron has the audacity to demand the poison cup? Bro, are you for fucking real? Spring came, but no flowers grew. In the fields, the crops failed. Blooms like Bryn's grave smothered beneath the spider's webs. Mara watched quietly from the ridge. Bryn's straggle of hand carts and wagons heading out, away from Hamel. Fields aflame, village, an island in a sea of gold. Every night a new place. A sea of strangers' faces in the dark, different bed. Curious how easily you returned to it. A life you'd almost forgotten. A minstrel's life. But you had the road beneath your feet, your lute across your back, Mara on your arm. Home is not a place, you thought. Home is by her side. Tilo and Mara, the minstrel and the dancer. On stage, you were in harmony, close as ever. Truth, Mara grew ever more distant and withdrawn. You would disappear for hours at a time and come back home after dark. Just walking, she said, alone with her thoughts and memories. Bryn was never spoken of. Usually, the death of a child can destroy relationships. And this paragraph right here should scream that something is quite amiss, but now we know that she was part of the rebellion. 17. You woke to raised voices in the distance. There, standing over you, lit by a waning moon, was Mara. "We must go now," she whispered. Nodded and got dressed, though you did not quite understand. You left the handcart hidden and followed Mara deeper into the woods. Never asked her to explain, afraid of what the answer might be. And then, quite suddenly, not so long ago, were summoned to the manor house to play before the Baron. So this is why the poison cup offended everyone so greatly. A lay that recounts the shameful actions of the mice during the War of the Green Flame. For 14 days, the Emerald Fire laid siege to Royal Pez's spires. In the distance, black smoke billowed, as wheat fields burned like funeral pyres. That line right there alone would probably piss me off, given what happened to Hamel. The mice had sworn to hold the pass, vowed till their allies could amass. They would not waver from the fight, but courage failed them at the last. And so before the horde was laid, a goblet carved of the finest jade, a tribute to the Green Flame's might, and hope its ire could be assuaged. But their treachery was all for naught. There was no bargain to be bought. The goblet was a poisoned cup, and from it its sorrows flowed. But remember what Duelon said. She does not seem to think ill of mice. And if what Ravik said about Roderick is anything to go on, history is not what it seems to be in this. But history is written by the victors. And we are just the minstrel bound to play a offensive song. Alright, so let's get the pirates here on. The resemblance to the infamous Captain Powderkeg is striking. I'm sure it is. Captain! Am I dreaming? Is it really you? Of course it's me, you Oh, Captain, you've not changed a bit. Something different about you, though. You look shorter. Because you're sitting down, you fool. I could never stand up to you, could I? What remind me? It's that song you always used to sing. Something mermice. Shush! Oh my god, this cat. He's driving me crazy. He's at this stage where he is absolutely bored with whatever flavor of food he's gotten, and now all he wants is bloody treats. Give me a second here. Oh my goodness. I forgot he would sing. He would ask for a fucking song. Okay, it was heaven in a bottle. Yeah, I'm very forgetful. The waves may crash, the ship may sink, and every one of us might drown. But pirates call the sea the drink, so raise a glass as we go down. The sunder crabs will have a tipple, and steal the fish king's pearly cup. With shapely mermice wet our whistle, till top is down and bottom's up. Now, Captain, what is it you need? Just name it and it's yours. We need to talk about Periclave. Oh, the mouse looking around, asking about the charts for Periclave. That's so. What did you tell him? Not a word! You made me swear an oath to never speak about that island. And yet you told us this about it. Oh, he's a sly one. But I was ready for him! Didn't even mention the chest buried down on the bone shore, where the shadow of the crow's nest falls at 5. And even if I did, I still have the key. Still, I should take a look. Make sure all's well there. Harold's eyes filled with tears. Captain, promise me you mean to destroy it this time? The frog spits out a silver key. It twists lazily down into your open paw, suspended on a gossamer thread of spittle. Blech! Periclave was never meant to be found. I don't think that bodes very well. Oh my god, forget it. So part of the reason I wanted to split this up was not just because of the book, but I also need to dedicate quite a bit of time to bullshit. I want to dedicate a bit of time to the end of the game because if you don't know, it's a pain in the ass. Oh, is my teeth down now? Well, of course, I gotta deal with this bullshit. Alright, let me see the quests. Only one quest left, and it's the way to Periclave. Another shroom. Oh, I should have gone and told Faustus that, you know, one of his problems has been taken care of. Damn it, I don't like. I really don't want to do this in the middle of the night, so I'm gonna go find a quick bed to sleep in real quick. Alright, we'll do it till at like... Yeah, full 8 hours. We deserve a full 8 hours. So it hurts just a smidge after reading that in the book. He is kind of nice. Quite a bit gloomy here. So obviously the sun is in that direction, so it's not nowhere near 5. So let's... Sun is here at 7. There's the mass. That would be thereabouts where he at 5 would be over in this direction. This area looks suspicious. I mean, honestly. But does look kind of sus. Alright, we need one of these. Plop that bitch down there. Alright. And there it is. Ominous chest. I don't like the sound of that. You're in a bit of a hole, lovely. Umarezia, what are you doing here? What do you think she's doing here? I mean, what's mine? How did you find me? It wasn't hard. Make enough noise to wake the dead. Touch on the nose, but okay. Now move away from the chest. Alright. Step aside, taking a few paces back. Alright. Wait now, that's far enough. You've done well, lovely. We've been looking for Captain Powdercake's treasure for years. Oh, Volga, love, to think all this time you were right. I'm only sorry you're not here to see it. I do miss him. We were a good pair. And I think this is fair compensation for his sacrifice. The treasure is yours. I just need the charts. Oh, love, what am I going to do with you? You could just let me go. I could, couldn't I? Except, I heard you gave my name to the commander. That wasn't very nice. Bitch, you poisoned me and locked me in Far Tower. When you could have just paid me to look the other way. You've ruined everything I've spent years building here. How did you know the treasure? The frog in the jail. Harold, was it? He would talk in his sleep. The guards overheard the frog, and Volker overheard the guards. The lake witch found Periclave and returned laden down with treasure. They say the treasure's why she's wrecked. Oh, so? She was running too heavy, her keel too deep. You can imagine the rest. But no trace of any treasure was ever found. So I paid Harold a visit. And what did he say? He said a lot of things, a lot of nonsense. Filthy, stinking imbecile. He claimed his captain was alive too, but his body's still there, chained up in a cell. Oh, bugger! Going? I don't think so, scrunts. You're a scrunt! The cook takes an emerald from the pirate's treasure chest. If it's any consolation, your death will make your old Uma very, very... Ah! She screams, her eyes sinking into their orbits as fur and flesh unravel from crumbling bone. In an instant, Umarezia is gone. To an awful dirge, more felt than heard. The crystal begins to pulse with a sickly green light, and then... Uh-oh. Book it! Unfortunately, when you're near one of these, spooky, scary skeletons, your health and stamina drains. Good mouse. My lady the dead have risen, and now we know what she meant when she still sets the fucking fire nearby. I can feel it. The green flame has awakened. What must I do? Well, obviously I must find help. Alone you can do nothing. Muster your comrades and trust it is not too late. Only the living can help you now. Don't even bother fighting these guys. As you can see, this is very problematic. Kinda wish someone would have kept the bone onshore clean. Because now I have to deal with the problem. Thankfully, they don't seem to be interested in following you into the harbor. Alright, we're gonna need our armor to get through all of this crap. Oi, Sir Argent. What's with your tail? I need help! The Great Flame has returned! Ah, go on with you. Oh, you suck. Get the fuck out of my way! Oh my god, you big dumb bitch! Move! God, useless idiots! Who closed this door? Who has the audacity? But yeah, none of the guards will believe you. Gotta remember to pick up a couple sticks before I go back. Bailey be working again. And of course the damn elevator's all the way up there. I don't know if I want to go in here. Well, that's good news. Green Flame hasn't reached the catacombs. So, that's good news. First time I went up the elevator, or in my little relaxed game, I was like, I ain't going to the catacombs. That sounds like a bad idea. And look at the bullshit we're coming back to. Bro, I gave you the key! Private Scow, are you here to see justice served? Commander, I bring dire news. Tilo, what's wrong? What is it? Down on the bone shore, the dead have risen. What is this nonsense? Are you soused, Private Scow? Do I look like the type of person to drink? I only very rarely drink. Sir, I know this mouse. You can trust his word. No? No, a mouse? Ain't him too. Oh, shut up, Pakov, you dipshit. I may have deceived you, but I meant no harm. I have, sir, and I apologize for the deception. So, you've been lying to me since the day we've met? Did you even like my song? I'm sorry, sir, but it was dreadful! Well, since we're all spouting the truth here, I might as well say it! I would never lie about music, sir. Oh, then carry on. I do think if some of you as friends now, that makes any difference. Talking about me. But I've come to warn you that this land is in great danger. Enough, I'll not hear any more of your lies, Mouse. This is all some ruse to save your friend there from the noose. Gods, I'll have that mouse arrested. Mouse? What's he talking about? Mouse? Sergeant Scout, have you seen any? I think that was unnecessary. What? Okay, that was also kind of a bit unnecessary. The two guards lay unconscious on the courtyard floor. Over them, hammer raised, stands the blacksmith Rollo. You damn fool, Mouse! What have you done? Smithy, what is this? Now, Commander, take a seat over there or you'll get the same. The chest full of crystal buried down on the bone shore. You opened it, didn't you, Mouse? I was searching for the charts for Periclave. My charts? I warned you to leave things be, didn't I? Okay, first of all, I had no idea this would happen. And two, Umarezia was the one who fucking messed with the crystals. But you did it anyway. You're the pirate Odo Powder Keg. Aye, and now the scrunts set loose the scourge on the Green Flame. Green Flame? Have you all lost your minds? The Green Flame is a myth. I watched my crew's flesh melt from their bones. That was no myth. Did the dead follow you here, Mouse? No, they collapsed before they reached the caves. Maybe there's still time to stop them. Assuming they don't reach the they don't have a fucking clue. Oh. I might have left the doors open to both the harbor and the catacombs. Stop them? How? By smashing those damned crystals. But the dead, there are so many of them. Rollo, Captain, untie me, I can help you. The smithy hesitates, then gives a nod. Pulling a knife, he deftly cuts the ropes that bind Silas's wrists. You're welcome to join us, Commander. You'll not get far, I promise you. The red pup... He did warn ya. Was that really necessary? Oh, absolutely. I gave him a fair warning. The smithy strides over to the forge and pulls out a bigger hammer. Yes! Meet me on the bone shore, Mouse, by the wreck of the Lakewood. Be ready for a fight. Smithy hurries through the west gate and is quickly out of sight. Silas places a paw on your shoulder. Go, Tila, I'll be with you soon. Give you my word. Good speed, Silas. Silas gives a nod and hurries up the staircase and into the watchtower beyond. To see what... I know I should fucking book it out of here before they wake up, but, Nobody cares that the commander's out fucking cold. Oi, Sergeant. Where are you going in such a hurry? I really need help. The Green Flame really has returned. You lost your mind. I mean, no move for your games. Ah, fine, be that way. I need sticks. I wasted 2 on... Yeah, just the 2. Ooh, an acorn. Alright. And that should be a sufficient amount of food. The honey will definitely help. 8. Got lots of grain. Green bug, an acorn. I don't even know what the acorn gives you. That stick. Nobody fucking cares the commander's out cold. Okay, gonna switch into the ranger gear. I'm so glad this ended on a Friday, though. Joy. Oh shit! I did something stupid! Oh thank God. I managed to correct. Well, at least the dead didn't come up into the caves. So that's a relief. All right. Up in here. Self. Family's hold up. And save. Don't worry, they can. They move like slugs. What cheerful music considering the situation? Get in. Something tells you that once you go through, there's no going back. Hurry, Mouse! The brissons! Take it to the chest. We have to shatter that crystal. Alright, first, eat some food because that hurt. Sir, I think we have a bigger problem here. Yeah, that's right. Keep them off of me. No, I don't know why why they aren't really that effective while I'm carrying this shit. But I won't lie, this part is kind of bullshit. Get them away, get them away. Mouse, get clear! What can we do? There's so many of them. You can see why they call it the Bone Shore. Damn that signal rat, where is he? He'll be here, he swore it. At least the two of us will go out fighting. We'll not be dying here. At least not alone. Yay! The cavalry has come! Silas, get them away from me! Guys! I do think they should have toned this part down a bit. This so far is going a lot easier than the first time. If you couldn't tell, I'm a wee bit tense. That's a fair hit, Mouse. Crystal's cracked, but it didn't shatter. Gonna take one last push. Hit it again! Okay, real quick, eat that. Oh, why is it gonna be so heavy? Oh, why'd you have to get up? Shit. Got it. Tilo, are you right? Are you hurt? Just a scratch. Get the mouse. Help me get the help me close the chest. Together, the two rats heaved the lid of the chest back onto its hinges. Set these heads to work securing the locks. Tilo, you're incredible! It was no too long. Oh, shut up, Gusto. What are you two doing here? We saw the battle from up on the ridge by the cave. We got here as fast as we could. We never run from a fight. Well, we always arrive just after it's finished. Because of course you two do. So, there's no treasure then? No, you daft moron! Tilo! Damn fool Mouse, I should wring your neck for what you did! I kept that thing hidden for 20 years, gave up everything to keep it locked away, and now you, Captain, you auto-powder keg, that's enough! I think the mouse is well aware of what just happened. Well, I'm so riled up about it all the same. No, he's right. I set loose the green flame. And smashed it! No. Crystals aren't the source of the flame. More like a channel for its power. Then this isn't over? No, the green flame is still out there. And far from beaten. And Newlan's got one last thing to say before we go. You fought bravely, good mouse. Been grateful for your guidance, my lady. And I'm grateful to have been seen, good mouse. Tali, will you return this urn to Newlan's tomb? Return? We're thieves! We don't put things back, we take them! You didn't ask you, Gusto. One question. Does Newlan need all of these jewels? I'll see it's done. Bid you farewell, my lady. Farewell, good mouse. Tilo. May you find what you seek. Madam! How goes it, mouse? Gusto, Fatali, you came back for me. Don't get mushy. You never really left. I just needed to pick up a few more things. Farewell, you two. So this is it then? I suppose. Vitali gives you a fond embrace. Aww. Farewell, Tilo. Vitali. What? Give it back. Now. Mouse reluctantly hands you back your purse. That user Florence where he's going. Give him the other thing. Tilo, the first time you came to our cell, I stole the black book from your purse. You did what? The figurine of your son? I didn't know what it was when I took it. Once you left it, I looked and it was too late. I was afraid you'd realize I'd taken it. You should have just told me. What's his name? Friend. It's a good, honest name. Why Mara chose it. Here. I'm so sorry. Mouse hands you the black luck, think I'll be able to sleep now. Now, I've patched this boat up as best I can. She's old, but she should keep you dry. You killed the jailer, didn't you? Protect your secret? Protect the chest, keep it hidden. You were going to let me hang for a crime you committed? I hadn't made up my mind. Did you kill the smithy? I'm sorry for that. Done my best to do right by him since. Took of his trade? I'm good at it. But he's still dead. I mean, there was a missing pie thief! That ended up being hung anyway, so, you know. Could have used his body to hide your secret. I personally would have made it so that he just happened to show up when the position was open. What about Harold? Harold, that damn frog, I should have eaten his other leg and left him on that island. You really ate his leg? Wasn't my fault. It was him who cooked it for us. I'll see him right, don't you worry. Alright. I'm not gonna say nothing. Whatever that means. Alright, so let's see. The chest, what should we do with it? Needs to be taken far from here. Very deep, where it can never be found. Me that brought it here, it's only right that I take it. You won't have to do it alone. Gusto and Fidele will help, won't you? What? Us? But... Alright. You as far as the pace of road, at least. Scrunt. What's that? Nothing! Scrunt. To keep the chest secret, would you have killed me? Maybe. I could confound you, mouse. I might just have to cut it out your tongue. Oh, so you've heard him sing then? Wow! Thanks, sweetheart! Such a scrunt, too. I understand now why you never left. You were watching over the treasure. Oh, I left. Got as far as the headland there before I turned back. What I saw in Paraclave, what happened to my crew. A thing like that, it changes you. If that thing in the chest, it wasn't the green flame, where is it? You know the Song of the Gilded Warrior. Sing it. Vitali's probably thinking, oh god, he's making them sing! And so at last the Valia's plain. The Emerald Flamer's army came. I cannot speak. There Paraclave's sheer wall stood lined. With the last of every living kind. Then from the ranks rode Dulon bold. Astride a salamander, skin like gold. Her courage stirred the hearts froze with dread, and others went where Dulon what led. Darlin and Nikto joined the fight, black and white and blue as night. Bathed in the light, in the bright Bliss's light, 12 rats faced down the green flame's might. Then came the mighty clarion's call, and Dulon, Jarlin, Nikto all. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm singing. It summoned forth a hurricane that quenched at last the dire flame. There's your answer, Paraclave. You'll find the green flame waiting for you there. Strange, the green flame's power had no hold on us. Why did we not turn? Probably because you guys, no one died. Who can say? I reckon something in the wood. What do you mean, the wood? The wood! The wooden chest, the wooden, the scrunts shield, the Sithy's teeth, Tila's loot, your head! York! That's enough, you two! Farewell, Captain. It's time. Where you go, Mouse? I'll be needing my hat back. I'm sure it looks better on you than me. Let's see. Captain takes his hat from you and puts it on. What do you think? I think you need the rest of the outfit. Still fits, eh? Well, that's a waste of a level up! Good luck to you, Captain. You're gonna need it with this group. Are you ready to go, House? What will you do now? There's no one going back, that's for certain. Well, you got Rolo and these two knuckleheads to look after. Silas, if I find Mayra, I'm afraid... Afraid of what? What will I find? Your true love, I'd hope. And a rebel. Took a stand. Be proud of her. I am. Don't let it be for nothing. What if Mary isn't there? Say magpies never lied. Will you not come with me? And leave these three to deal with this? No, Mouse. The council must be warned, assuming you can get in with them. The green flame has returned. One day I'll be singing songs about you. Well, see if I can give you something to write about then. Farewell, Silas. Ready to go? Aye, thank you, Silas, for all you've done for me. I want you to have something. Here. The rat opens his cup of paws to reveal a scat beetle. Take her. Careful now. Keep her with you, and if you ever need my help, she'll be able to find you. Given time, if I've trained her right. Kilo, about Bryn. I think it's time to move on. Bye. Silas hands you a scroll of waxed paper. Here, the charts prepare Paraclave. Captain, get this boat launched. What? You really think you'll get the Paraclave in that thing? Have to try. I'll not lie to you, it won't be easy. But I've seen enough to know that nothing's impossible. Head straight out, Mouse, till the currents take hold. Climb into the bolt. Silas wades deeper. With a gentle push, sends the boat out into the lake. You know, the shortest creature I've ever looked up to. Goodbye, my friend. As your friends slowly fade from view, your thoughts again turn to Mara. And Paraclave waiting for you beyond the horizon, shrouded in fog and mystery. Both made in equal parts of truth and hope, of memory and dreams. Little more than a ghost of a tale. I love that. Second time around, that last part is just like, was a lot easier than I should. But why would they want his wooden leg, though? Greatest thieves, my ass. Aw, look at them. Aw. I really hope they sang and danced for him at least once before he went. Alright, the credits are kind of long, so... And... Oh my god, I gotta see if there's a sequel in the works at all. Let me have a look here. Oh! Alright, all I see... Ghost of a Tale to updates. For those who may have missed it, the creators, a team of 3, posted an update January of this year to their socials. And also their website. Yeah, let's go to the external site. Alright. As we'll go public. So there is a sequel in the works. And there is a few screenshots, but last thing I saw was something from last year. Oh, please tell me I have the right password here. I do not usually use social media. Alright. Looks like the most I can find is just stuff from a year ago. Almost exactly a year ago. So... yeah, so all I can find is, like... it's a post from a year ago, so... if anyone knows that has any further information, please let me know. And hopefully we'll see that sequel before the decade's out. Please, I want more! Alright, so the issues. The race from the sun and moon were a bit distracting at some points. I think that the last battle of the game should be toned down just a bit. At the very least for a first-time player, because it is a bit ridiculous. And I died like 5 times before I finally got it. But ultimately, best advice I can give for that is just pace yourself and take your time. It's all about knowing when to go and when to put the breeze stance down and let it Rollo and Silas do their thing. Alright, what else? Not a whole lot is... Oh, like that. Aside from that, I really don't have any complaints. Though I will say that for a stealth game, make shadows and nighttime mean a lot more when sneaking around the guards. And that's about it. Speaking of stealth games, Thief the Dark Project is getting remastered. Can't wait to play that one. I'm also excited for Spyro 4. I really gotta get a controller so I can finish the Reignited trilogy on this channel. What else? I'm just trying to run out the credits here. Now the story here is just top notch. Let's see if you guys can pull it off again. Graphics, beautiful, detailed, lovingly and painstakingly so from the looks of it. The spooky place in this screenshot they posted. Well, thank you for making a great game. Ooh, it just occurred to me. Maybe more of a climbing mechanic in the next game. I'm not saying Breath of the Wild, I'm just saying, like, you know, we're a mouse. Let us scurry a little more. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification and icon, and share this video with someone who might enjoy the series. I'm Gamer Dragon, this has been Ghost of a Tale, And I'll see you guys next week with another Amnesia custom story. Bye!